Hello everyone, this is Chef Jassi from Punjab Grill, Washington DC, and I'm live on Amul page. So I'm so excited, and I got this opportunity today to go live on Amul India page and showcase one of the recipe at this point of time when everyone is at home, and we all have to be home to be safe and to get through this what is going on. And right now when everyone is at home, all the creativity and the hobbies which we used to do, like the internal chefs are especially coming out. We are trying a lot of recipes. We are creating a lot of dishes for our family, for our people who are at home, and being a little creative. So today I am coming up with a recipe which is our Punjab Grill DC recipe, and which you can make it at home very easily. And I have used the ingredients for which you don't have to go out much and search for the ingredients, but I will showcase you what are the ingredients which we are using. And the recipe dish which we are doing is Malai Broccoli along with cheese fondue and some masala churma, which is spiced churma. So one steps, I will take you to the entire ingredients, the recipe, and any questions you have at the end of the session we'll definitely answer all the queries you have. And so let me take you to the ingredients. So for this recipe we are using Amul cheese and Amul cream and Amul butter. This is what we are using. So I'll show you the ingredients right now. So first of all, this is the broccoli which is already blanched, and for the marination we have ginger garlic paste, Amul cheese, cashew paste which is a white cashew paste, yogurt which is hung yogurt. The spices is green cardamom powder, green chili which is de-seeded and chopped, black salt. This is cilantro stem, which is cilantro means coriander stem, fresh coriander stem, salt, green chili which is split and de-seeded, Kashmiri chili powder. This is chopped garlic, panko crumb, but if you have bread crumb instead of it, that can be used. We have butter, Amul cheese, Amul cream and Amul milk. And so now our first step. So first what we're going to do is, this is already blanched broccoli, which is already boiled broccoli. We're going to take this broccoli and do the first marination. So जो भी kebab हम बनाते हैं उसको marination is very important, and that is what is the first step which we need to make sure that the marination goes inside the ingredients जो कि ingredients आप बना रहे हैं. So first is ginger garlic paste. If you want to avoid garlic in it, you can definitely avoid. You can only use ginger and salt. So just have to mix it gently so that broccoli, ginger, garlic and salt mix well together. I'll just show you like this, like very gently, because broccoli, when you have to boil the broccoli, don't over boil it, and after boiling put it in the cold water so that the green color of the broccoli remains. And broccoli tastes good when the texture is little crunchy, so don't have to over boil it. So see, now the ginger garlic paste, salt, everything is mixed well together. Keep it on the side for now, and all the broccoli has ginger garlic paste and salt. That's the first marination what we have done. After this, what we're going to do is we're going to do the second marination. So all the kebabs when we make, we do the first and the second marination. The second marination basically is all about yogurt. So in the same bowl, so that the residue of the previous ingredients is still there. So put the hung yogurt. This is cashew nut paste. If you want to avoid, if you have any allergens with the nuts, you can definitely avoid some cashew nuts. With the cashew nut paste. So as we are making malai broccoli, so malai means like it's cream. So cream, cheese, yogurt. So it's all those ingredients which are little rich and gives a really good taste to the dish. This is the Amul cheese. After that goes the spices. Salt. This is the white salt. Black salt, which is kala namak. We put green cardamom powder, छोटी इलायची का पाउडर, Then this is chopped green chili, जिसमें की बीज नहीं है. This is de-seeded. And we have coriander stem. And little bit of cream you need to put so that you know the yogurt, which is very thick, will become little liquidy. After this, just gently mix all the ingredients together, the marination, so that there is no lump in it. I have my chef with me, one of my colleagues, Madhav. He's on camera. So Madhav, if you see any questions which is coming up while I'm not speaking, so if there is any questions from the viewers, we can definitely answer them right now. Feel free to ask anything during the cooking process, so that let's make it interactive. And you know, any queries while for the ingredients or for the preparation or for the method, we can definitely answer that to you. So as you see, there's this mixture, everything is mixed together. The seasoning, everything is mixed. So it has a spiciness with the green chili, it has a flavor with the cardamom, it has salt, and the cashew nut gives richness, cream, yogurt and cheese. All gives very nice mix to it. So now as you see, we just have to coat our broccoli, and you know, you need to take a baking tray along with that, and one by one you have to coat the broccoli. So cover the broccoli entirely so that you know the marination goes inside the broccoli. Nicely cover it. And you see all the florets, nice green color. So after baking, what you will see that you know the broccoli has absorbed the yogurt and the marination which is there. And this is how you need to. So there's a question which says that instead of broccoli, what else can be used? So you know, with Malai marination, you can also use, like if you have soya with you, you know, like soya, which is also, if someone vegetarian, so you know, soya can be used with the Malai marination very nicely, which is also, we call it a mock meat. Also, if you don't have broccoli, you can do this with cauliflower, but then you have to use more spices into it, give more color, because cauliflower is white in color. Then you can include red chili paste in the marination or the turmeric powder, so that it gives nice color to it, and then you can roast it. Like we eat tandoori cauliflower or like gobi musallam which you eat. So yeah, definitely there's Malai, but the marination needs to have little turmeric powder, red chili powder in it. So also, like in a restaurant or somewhere, you must have eaten only Malai broccoli. But you know, nowadays we all have time. We have to be a little more creative. We need our dishes to be more innovative and tasty. So after the Malai broccoli is cooked in tandoor or in the non-stick pan or in the oven, whatever resource you have at home, because this gets easily cooked very fast, so it doesn't require much of cooking time in it. So what you can do is, after that, this is the reason I'm making a cheese fondue. That will be my next step. I will show you the cheese fondue, how we're going to make the cheese fondue. So see, nice and nicely the broccoli is marinated now. Yeah, you see, so now any kebab which you make or marinate, you need to put that marination into it for at least, you know, like 20 to 25 minutes at least. Like for example, if it is a vegetarian, but if it is a other dishes, so it will depend. So at least leave this marination into it for 20 minutes, so that you know the marination is absorbed by the base ingredient, which is your broccoli. Alright, so now we go to the next step. We keep our broccoli on the side so that the marination goes inside. Keep this ingredient back. Alright, so now is the time we make cheese fondue. Very easy, and it will take your dish to the next level. Very easy. And you know, at home, for example, you're celebrating your birthday or someone's anniversary is there. If you want to have this dish elevated on the next level, this is the time to get it done. And this is how you need to get it done. So for this, you need to put, add the Amul cream, Amul cheese, So you need to like not allow, first put all the ingredients and then allow it to heat it. And little bit of milk so that the consistency goes very well. Add the split green chili which we had. This will give another spice level. So this is like a fondue, like a melted cheese. And we're gonna put butter into it. Butter and the crushed garlic. This will give really nice flavor. So see, all the flavors which are there in it will give such a nice like creamy marination, like creamy fondue in it. So the cheese, the milk and the butter, everything will now get like a cheese sauce. Like you have like other sauces which you use in pasta and all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is, after our broccoli is made, after our broccoli is cooked in the oven, we will coat this broccoli with the fondue, and then, as per the our recipe says that this is like malai, the crispy churma. So after this, we'll make a crispy churma also, which will give a texture to dish. So any dish which you eat should have a texture. So for example, broccoli is very smooth. The cheese fondue will give it a smoother flavor. After that, you need to add on some texture to it. That is how we are using a breadcrumb. So the ingredients also which you have it at home, you can use all those ingredients together for this one dish. And it's sometimes exciting, like one dish when you are making, you have another element to add and another element to add, which makes it little interesting for you. And especially at this point of time when we have time, we can explore things, we can make nice different things at home and taking the dishes to the next level. So now see, like nice, I'm not adding salt in it right now because our broccoli already has a salt. So you see, as it comes to a boil, it becomes thick, see, it's so thick. So it's very easy. So you add cream, you add cheese, you add green chili slit, and then you add some milk, butter and some garlic. Together it gives like a sauce. It gives such a nice flavor. With the garlic it has a flavor. Nice. So our fondue is ready. So you don't have to overcook it because then it starts curdling also, and if you reheat it more, so the milk or the cheese will start burning. This is the right consistency. See, it's a flowing consistency, and when it is little cooled down, it will be thick enough. All right. Keep the cheese fondue on the side. Now, what I'm going to show you is the churma, which is the spiced churma. So take your pan. All right. So heat your pan. With the fondue, we started with a cold pan and then brought to the boil. And now, for the churma, we need to heat the pan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take butter for the churma. So I told you, like if you don't have panko crumb, no worry, you can use the bread crumb at home if you have breads, or if you have some leftover bread, air dry it like overnight, keep it outside in the room temperature or open air. In the morning you will get it dry, or yes, you can just bake it a little bit, and you can get a nice dry bread, and then you can crumb it in the mixer. So this is how we're gonna do the butter. When the butter starts melting, add breadcrumb or panko crumb. So when you roast it, it gives very nice flavor together. You see, butter and breadcrumb or panko crumb will start melting with each other, will start combining with each other. And then you add red chili powder. This will give you a little bit of spiciness. As I said, malai means very creamy, which is mild. So you need to add little chatak to it, little spice level to it, which will give you different flavors to your palate. And see the beautiful color, because the green color of the broccoli. And don't forget to add little bit of garlic in it at this point of time, so that this is a garlic breadcrumb crisp like churma. You see beautiful color of breadcrumb is changed with the Kashmiri chili powder. So you have garlic, butter, breadcrumb, and chili powder mixed together. So how do you know that it is done? You will start getting the flavor of the butter and the panko crumb. That is how you feel, because you have added a Kashmiri chili powder in it, so you don't want the color to be changed and burn it. This is the perfect color, golden red, perfect color for it. And when the butter and the chili, you will come to know when the smoke start coming and your nose gets blocked and you start know that, okay, my chili is getting burned now. So there are a few of the tactics which you already know at the home, home cooks knows. So now all our elements are ready. So what we're going to do is, now the broccoli which we kept on the side, so our oven is already preheated for 350 degrees. Let's keep this broccoli for 10 minutes in the oven. So this is the convection oven. If you don't have oven at home, you can also sear this on the non-stick pan so that the sugar caramelizes and the roasting happens to that broccoli. So inside the oven, the broccoli will be roasted and the sugar will be caramelized, so that, and this kind of oven, like for example at the home also, when you don't over cook it for the first time, because you need to have a second process into it, which I made a cheese fondue. So that will be the second process. So any plate, so now your elements are ready. So you have your broccoli in the oven, you have your cheese fondue ready, you have the panko crumb ready. What we're going to do is, now we're going to assemble the dish after the broccoli is done. So till that time, if you have any questions, you can ask me right now before we assemble the dish. Chef Malai, any questions coming up right now?
There are a lot of questions, Chef, but like...
You can read it out and we can answer.
Okay.
And if you want to take the name of the person, definitely we can address them also.
Okay. So the question is... Okay. So a lot of people want a proper recipe because they joined late.
Alright, so this will be also, I think, the Amul India page. This will be on their page. This live telecast will be also on their page, uploaded after this. So step by step, and step by step it will be shown again. So after that, definitely you can also see who missed it. So if if the viewers who has just joined, I will tell you what steps we have taken. We have taken the boiled broccoli. We are making Malai broccoli with cheese fondue and spiced churma. So we have taken the broccoli, marinated it with the yogurt, cashew and cheese, then put it in the oven. After that we have made a cheese fondue with cream, cheese, garlic and butter. After that we have made a panko crumb. Panko crumb is made with butter, tossed with butter, toasted with butter, and then spices with Kashmiri chili powder and some garlic. So these are the three elements which we have done. Now we're going to do some plating, and this is how we're going to roll. And what will happen is, after when I'm done with the plating, I will take the phone, I will, whatever questions we have, if viewers have it, we will answer them all. Alright, so I will check the broccoli right now. So the caramelization, so what will happen is, you see, when you roast it, the water will start coming out because it has, this is the reason I have steps. So you need to place the broccoli here now. So any dish, any plate you have, you can keep it like a floret, and you see how the cutting we have done, so that the cutting of the broccoli is there with the long stems. The long stems, what they will do is give beauty to it. So cutting is also very important when you cut any vegetable. The cutting is also very important. I have taken out the broccoli soon because I will be making more with the cheese fondue and all. Alright, so now is the time to put the cheese fondue on top of our broccoli. So this is the cheese fondue. There is beautiful aroma of garlic and cheese. So you just have to put this cheese over the broccoli. You can use any deep plate because you want your like a baked vegetable you make at home. This will give you that kind of feeling, and the broccoli will absorb all the cheese and the cream and the fondue which we are putting on top of it. Just coat it all over so that none of the floret remains without the fondue flavor and the aroma. Alright, and now the cherry on the cake, which is our panko crumb. So see the beautiful colors, which is the broccoli, the cheese fondue. This is the panko crumb. So you have to coat this panko crumb or the bread crumb, whatever you're gonna use it, whatever is available at home, जो भी आपके घर में available है आप use करें. See, you have to coat this beautifully, like, you know, see the flavor will be coming up, the texture, because when you break this after it is done, like it is baked, you will see that the nice texture. So now what we're going to do is we're going to further bake it inside 375 degrees again, but this will only go for 3 minutes inside because everything is partially cooked right now. We just have to give a baking flavor into it, like a baking element. So oven is already preheated. You need to use a plate which goes inside the oven. If you don't have oven, if you have oven toaster griller, you can also grill it, but then you need to make sure that you use a shallow plate, not a deep plate, so that the equal caramelization happens. So I will just start it. Let this thing cook and, you know, bake. You get really nice flavors with the cardamom, cheese and everything. So I'll take over the phone and, you know, we have the front camera. All right, so hello everyone. So I have taken the phone right now because till the time the broccoli is getting done. So any questions right now, you can definitely ask me and I'll be happy to answer anything related to cooking apart from this recipe as well. And I hope all our country people, like everyone is safe right now. Please stay safe at home. And I thank Amul to do this, which have started this live recipes for the people who are at home. And this is a really good initiative. And thank you for appreciating everyone, Ms. Ritu, Mr. Kashish, Mr. Vinod. Can we use air fryer? I have a question from Damanjeet Kaur. So what we're gonna do is, if you use the air fryer, the marination, I doubt that it will have that kind of flavor into it. But definitely one of the step in this recipe can be used for the air fryer. You can use the panko crumb, the bread crumb with the butter, put every ingredient and put it in the air fryer. That will give you a really nice texture. But for other things, for the Malai broccoli, you can use the tawa or a pan, like non-stick pan. And then for finishing it up, I think you need to use a salamander for the baking effect or the, you know, tips. So can home baker be chef? If yes, how? See, becoming a chef is a skill, you know, like, and definitely a lot of training requires for professional, and definitely nothing is impossible. Anyone can do anything. If you have passion, if you have love towards something, cooking is something which you can definitely learn with passion, and there is no to anything. If someone thinks I am a good baker at home, you can definitely try to become a professional baker at hotels and, you know, for future outlets if you are thinking. And there is, I would say to all my viewers who are watching, anything is possible. So there is nothing, can I do this? Definitely, if you try, you can definitely do this. There is no dream which can be, you know, cannot be achieved. All right, so when there is a question from Anita Jainji that when we are making quiche or any vegetable tarts can be used instead, what can be used instead of eggs? So also, like, you know, eggs gives you a fluffiness, eggs gives you a binding, eggs has a purpose to make quiche and everything. So there are a lot of ingredients which are available in the market which are substitute of egg and which are vegetarian. And it's easily available anywhere in the market right now. So just use the substitute of eggs and you can definitely use it. In lockdown, I'm not able to get broccoli. So is there any other option of broccoli? Definitely. And in the starting, I said that if you don't have broccoli, you can use cauliflower, you can use soya, but then you need to add little bit of turmeric or red chili powder in your marination so that, you know, there is some color into it. Baking time and temperature. So from Joy Shriji, we have baking time. So yeah, 375 degrees for the for all the baking temperature. And first time when you are cooking the broccoli, cook it for 5 to 6 minutes only. And after that, after 5 to 6 minutes, and then 2-3 minutes after you put the churma on top of it. All right, so thanks for answering. Any YouTube channel? So yeah, so any YouTube channel. So you can follow me on Instagram, Jassi Bindra, and I keep on posting in there. And you have any further questions? So that I think the oven is saying my broccoli is ready. So let me show you the broccoli first, and then we'll come back to the sessions as well. All right, so you see. Nice broccoli. Oh, the aromas. You see the baking happened all over. You see the color. You see it is all binded together. It's such a nice, lovely looking dish. And you know, like generally what you used to eat is like Malai broccoli, only the Malai broccoli which you go with the salad or stuff like that. So this is something which you will take it to the next level and which will make your guest and everyone, whosoever you're feeding at home, and you know, and this can be eaten in the evening, in the dinner time, and can be served as an appetizer, can be served as a main course. This is the reason the floret, I haven't used the big floret. Cut it into wedges like a floret, individual florets with a nice stem, crunchy, and this is how the beautiful the dish looks. Cheese fondue, Malai broccoli inside with the breadcrumb on top with some butter, garlic and Kashmiri mirch powder. No need to see that this dish, like if you don't have oven, use a flat dish to serve this, and you know, put it in the heating plate so that the caramelization happens equally. And when you taste this will be like another level. You will have textures, different textures, the mellowness of cardamom, the mellowness of cream, the mellowness of butter, mellowness of broccoli. And broccoli is such vegetable which you have to work on to make a taste out of it. Some of the vegetable you need to really make, you know, include flavors, and these kind of subtle flavors, because broccoli is a subtle flavor. You need to use very subtle flavors like cardamom powder. We haven't used anything apart from cardamom, green chili and red chili powder. We haven't included, so the ingredients are very simple. Keep it simple, but the element which you do, like the 3-4 steps, make it elevated. So finally, I will just show you again what we have made here: the Malai broccoli with cheese fondue and the spice churma. Looks delicious to me. I will definitely taste it, and now I will take the phone again, and you know, I will answer if any questions you have. Thank you for I see a lot of great comments that wow and yummy and heavenly. All right, so that makes me happy, and at this point of time, this opportunity which I got today to showcase one of the recipe, and definitely will be back soon in future. And any questions if you have, when this video will be posted by Amul India on their page, any questions do you have on this recipe, you can definitely ask on that comment, and I will try to, you know, comment on that, and we'll make sure that I clear all the doubts so that you try this recipe. There is no way, like when for the cooking, like people who are viewers who had a question that can we do this cooking as a profession? Definitely. So only by seeing you will not be able to make cooking happen. You have to try and taste, you know, develop your palate, develop your taste. Do you miss Kolkata, chef? Yes, I definitely. So Siddharth has asked me, do you miss Kolkata? Definitely, I miss India, definitely. And right now when everyone is, you know, away, and, you know, like everyone is at home, and so definitely I miss India. And Siddharth, definitely I also miss my college days back in Kolkata. So yeah, and but this is something which is there. We definitely missing everyone, but this is the time, you know, we have to be staying safe where we are. And, you know, keep on, when we are at home, we need to make sure that we are doing something, we are learning something, we are, especially when we are cooking, when you are seeing this live sessions from different chefs, we need to take the tips and, you know, introduce those tips in your cooking skills so that can be used in future and at home, especially when you are making every day some or the other dishes. Include these tips to elevate the dishes to the next level at home as well. I think can we use chicken instead of broccoli? Definitely you can use chicken, and Malai chicken is also something which can be made in this form. What we have done, what the recipe which you have seen right now, you can definitely use the same way, but the cooking time will definitely change. Instead of broccoli, then the chicken. So yeah, that's it, and I hope you enjoyed this video and this recipe what we shared. And thank you once again to Amul India for giving this opportunity. It is like this the brand which we use here in Washington DC as well in our restaurant, and you know, this trust level which we have with this brand is like, we know the finished product which will come up will be like the traditional recipes which we make with the ingredients used back at home. And right now we are using here as well, like Amul butter, Amul cream, Amul cheese, which and especially the Amul paneer. And sometimes, you know, we feel proud in telling our guests as well that this is the taste of India, you know, this is from our country. All right, so right now I will end this video now. Any questions you have when this video will be posted, definitely I'll answer all the questions for you. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Be at home, and definitely we'll get through this soon. Thank you. This was Chef Jassi from Washington DC Punjab Grill restaurant, and you can follow me on Instagram. My page is Jassi Bindra, JASSI BINDRA, and thank you. Stay safe.